Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays IXION. We have two events. We have one here. The animosity between former members of the Protagonist... Oh, I didn't even think about that. The former members of the Protagonist and the Etemenanki is becoming a problem. Accommodating survivors from both crews together in the Tiqqun threatens the stability of the station. Klein Protocols recommends temporary separation till tensions ease. Initiate population transfer and individuals be sorted automatically using DOLOS data. 100 crew members will be moved? I don't know if I've ever experienced that before. Hold on. We have plenty of non-workers to be moved, and we have plenty of population to move them. So let's go ahead and just queue up 100 from Sector 1 to Sector 2. Only non-workers. Why is it red? What do you mean there's not enough? Oh. I see. There's 387 people total. This is bonkers. Because the people living in Sector 1 are all from the Tiqqun. You'd think they would have thought of that. Anyway. Let's transfer all 85 non-workers out of there. Start that one. And then, how many spare workers do we have? We have quite a few. So let's go ahead and queue up the 5. Only workers. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna immediately revert the workers we have. Yes. We're just gonna trade 15 workers between the two. Let's tear this guy down. That'll give us another 5 spare workers. Cool. All right, we've solved a crisis. Well done. Now, what do you want? Oh, the dog! I forgot about the dog! Inconsistencies were detected within a crew member's DLS records. After reviewing the data, I've found that the crew member is actually a dog. Wait a minute. This is a dog in addition to the other dog that I recovered? Right? I'm confused. A Borzoi, to be exact. I have not discovered how it came to be on board. Its mere presence violates several health protocols. I will say that it does seem to be proving extremely beneficial for crew morale. A decision must be made concerning the animal's fate. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of it. That's going to make people really unhappy. And this makes them happy. That's an easy decision. Cool. Dog located. Well done, me. All right, what's happening? We've got you. You're in the middle of a thing. You're still getting the last of the science, and then you're heading to the reactor. Okay. We've got things underway. We've moved all of our ships out of the storm. The storm approacheth, though. We have to be careful with our science ships too. Two science left. 1. Done. All right. Seagull, you can move to Cruise P42. We'll have to see which one of you gets engulfed by the storm first. I'm not sure. Total monitoring has been unlocked. More stability! Ha 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 ha! Anyway, we don't really need the waste yet. I do think I want to get Domatic Quarter. So let's get that one. Just get more efficiency with the population zones. High risk experimentation. There's a lot of research we need to burn through to get to computing optimization. But I think it's probably worth it to go through. We got 303 science. Oh, actually, are there things that would make... Yes! This is more important. Absolutely. Reshaping worker behavior. That should have been one of the things that I did first. And then we'll follow that with plasma cutter. And then this is construction speed. I'm okay with construction speed being relatively slow. I don't think, unless, honestly, it probably made more, it was more important when we were like repairing our solar panels in the ice storm. I don't think we're going to experience a lot of solar panel destruction. Thank you, probe. Well done. All right, we got resources of all variety now, so our ships should be kept busy. I'd hesitate to send
transfer complete.
any more probes into the thing. We do have a clear zone on the other side. All right, populations have all been zipped around. You idiots need to learn how to get along. We're in space, for the love of Pete.
A side ship has arrived at its destination.
We've reached the reactor. Our sensors have located a section of the Etamananki drifting in space. Oh, hold your horses. First reports indicate that this wreckage was once the ship's engine room and reactors. We have arrived at the site. Only 2 of the Etamananki's massive reactors remain. Initial reconnaissance revealed 3 places of interest: the thrusters, the engine room, and the engine supervision area. Let's investigate the thrusters to learn about the mobility of the massive ship. Ooh, electronics, sick. The storage area seems to have been the battleground for a large, violent clash. Workers attempted to repel an invader using small firearms and improvised weaponry. Apart from the cutting laser marks across bodies and containers, there is no evidence that identifies the invader. The large majority of the storage area seems to have been emptied, but after some searching, the Foucault's team located a number of intact cryopods and resource containers. Everything has been prepared for extraction. Let's go look for the source of the yellow particles. Cool. Do you think the particles are gonna cause somebody to die? They couldn't possibly do something horribly wrong. The reactor's probably a more dangerous place to be now that I think about it. Ooh, all right. New probe? Anything that we can go mine in relative safety? A lot of ice. More ice. Little bit of silicon over here. A lot of ice again. Ooh, there's a chunk of iron. That seems like a good deposit to go after. Just so we have, you know, all of our materials accounted for. All right, you guys aren't doing anything anymore, so maybe I should turn you off? I don't even know. I could bring more... You know what? Do your job of just bringing back more cryopods. That's all you do. That's like your whole purpose. Still don't have a ton of iron coming into the ship yet. So we'll keep making do with just the one metal refinery. You guys are making so much food now. We actually should shut you off. We have too much food. We need more people to consume the food. We are thawing people out though. Just keep an eye on the population. Like, we have 180-ish spaces to fill over here, plus extra in the rest of the ship. I actually see that you are above capacity, but that's only because we have people out in space, so nobody's missing a home right now. But we can start building 2 more houses, which will just get us more leeway with where we put people. I forget how big the Domatic Quarter is. Really? In the bug farm, of all places? Could I delete this infirmary and just have them move?
Probe has completed its scan.
Sure can. Nice. There's the iron. 130. That's not... Oh, no. It was over here. 112, 115, 126. 300 and some. That's not too bad. Shaping worker behavior. So I can't do you until you're done. So, okay, we'll wait. It's interesting that you can't queue up the thing behind the research. Seagull's gonna have to, like, turn around by the time it gets out there. I have a feeling Cruise P-42 is gonna swallow it up. Do you think if they're in orbit around the planet, they're okay? And they, like, if they don't leave? I have a feeling the storm is not that
Team has completed a task.
Nice. The Etamanenki seemed capable of achieving two different types of propulsion. The intrasystem mode of propulsion has many similarities to DOLOS' EKP. Cross-referencing mission data reveals a number of matches to the encounter near Saturn during the Tiqqun's initial test phase. Their inter-system propulsion covers many of the basic operations of the Vol engine. Our team has noted that the remains of numerous accreditation areas. Okay. Access to and knowledge of the propulsion mode seems to have been strictly regulated. The two reactors were damaged at the same time as the larger superstructure, and our analysis has revealed traces of gluon particles. What are gluons? I didn't pay attention enough in physics. I don't even know if that was covered in physics, to be honest. That seems like something above my pay grade. The team will proceed to the engine room and try to learn more about how the Etamanenki operated. Let's do that. Let's learn something. Cool beans. All right, I'm afraid to send my probe into the storm. It's just gonna be swallowed up. There's carbon here, carbon and water. That's a good spot for a probe. Oh, can somebody go get the electronic? No? Who's ignoring the electronic here?
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Hold on. Here. You go get it. Because it's right there. And then we just turn you on. Do I have enough workers? Yes, I have loads of workers. It's because I shut off my farm. All right, you've arrived at Cruise P42. Ah, another colony. 90 colonists. You don't say. We have loads of food now, though, so that's okay. But we do need to train more people then. Okay, so I think we can do this. We just need to start training more people, because you train them 15 at a time, right? So we need 2 more batches. We've landed on P42. The planet is bathed in toxic yellow haze, which severely reduces visibility. This cannot be good for a colony. First measurements have recorded trace amounts of oxygen. Thank God. We've also noted the presence of a few species of bacteria on the shores of Mada, one of P42's cyanide oceans. Good God, this place sounds horrible. All right, we're gonna line up the Neshmet to start hauling stuff over there. At the same time, we're gonna start training more colonists. So we shut off you, so that means we can easily turn you on. And then I would like to transfer 2 electronics to Sector 6 here. So give me 2. And then I can fire up the train 15 colonists.
Team has completed a task.
All right, we'll get to you in a second. I need to get these...
A probe has completed its scan.
Chill out. Get out of here. I need to get these people started training here. All right, let's move the carbon out of this area. It goes really fast because it's relatively close to this docking bay. There we go. All right, train 15 colonists. Personal computer has been unlocked. Next in line is the PAA assisted management. Are you guys gonna be okay? We need 41. Okay, so we should probably up how much you're storing here. 45. And then sector 1. 40's probably still okay. All right, we are training the people. Good. Now, who's doing what? You? You doing the thing? Team followed the trail of yellow particles through the vacuum to another section of the Etimenenki's wreckage. It appears to have been at least partially spared from the destruction we've seen elsewhere. The particles come from the crushed and damaged flowers of yellow squash. A bed of these frozen plants surrounds a large bronze sculpture, a depiction of Earth crowned with laurels. Many messages have been left near the sculpture, railing against the perceived enemies of humanity, the DOLOS and the Ashtangites. A plaque that reads at its base, "Against the cynicism that kills hope, against the madness which precipitates hell, to perpetuate the genius of humanity and the memory of our life on Earth." There is a compartment beneath the plaque in which a sealed time capsule was found. It seems possible it could be opened. Yeah, open it. Watch, it's a trap. They're gonna explode the entire industrial zone wreckage or something insane. Gotta keep moving all the carbon out of this guy. These people are being trained. Fantastic. Then we just need to do that one more time. Here, going back to gather the people. 439 cryopods to gather. That's so many. We're gonna have so many cryopods in here. You know what we should do? Well, we don't have a ton of electronic to be wasting on cryopods. Maybe if we get to a point where I'm like, loads of electronic to be had. Well, I am kind of tempted. Problem is I would like to move... I have an idea. We're gonna move... We're gonna move the cryopods out of these guys right here and into here.
A science ship team has...
And then we're gonna replace these two with a medium stockpile and then move them back. Alright, science team is done doing something? What did you do? The Etimenenki's engines were not supported by a PA or even basic artificial intelligence. Instead, crew members were constantly monitoring, adjusting, and repairing the engines and thrusters. Their living conditions were extremely precarious, and it would seem that many of them were either prisoners or rejects from the population on board the Etimenenki. Traces of writing were found within some dormitory cells referring to genetic Kanadas and the Ashtangites. There are records of several serious breakdowns before the final explosion. Crew members would work waist deep in coolant, some dying while performing their tasks within the toxic substance. Those who refused were executed by their supervisors. Dude, this is some Warhammer 40k nonsense. So it's just mowing down people in order to keep the engines moving. We'll go investigate the supervision area. Ruthless. Oh, we got a mining ship coming home. Lots of resources to mine, so we got loads to find. We can hold off on the next probe for a bit, I think. We have plenty of stuff for our ships to do. The Neshmet is heading to Cruise P42. We will see how the storm progresses after the next industrial zone update with the time capsule here.
A science ship team has completed a task.
There's a lot of text here. Inside the capsule were toys and other everyday items. Several objects were of unknown purpose. There was a packet of newspaper clippings that revealed some of what happened after the Tiqqun first entered self-similar space. There was a total collapse of Earth's ecosystems accelerated by the moon's destruction. In response, the United Nations installed a totalitarian government of planetary surveillance to protect the population from eco-terrorists and the continuous waves of pandemics. They prioritized corporate practices that supported the environment and its preservation. Individual responsibility seems to have become paramount. Numerous legal ramifications were implemented to counter any further acceleration of ecosystem destruction. In this time of crisis and guided by the government, society seems to have turned on politicians, extremist immigrants, and conspiracy theorists. One after the other, they portrayed them as possible scapegoats, holding them responsible for 250 years of industrialization, market disruption, superficial societal practice, moral decay, and hyperconsumerism. The Etemenenki was to be the Great Ark, the global project that would save humanity. Only those deemed well-behaved in the eyes of the government would be allowed on board. The Ashtangites, fanatics of mysticism and proponents of genetic manipulation, were left behind on Earth with the deviants and dissidents. I like the fanatics of mysticism. They're like, these people are no good. We got some technology and we got self-cleaning lubricants. So let's hold off on leaving the wreckage just yet. I don't want to finish all of the stuff until we're ready to react to it. What was the self-lubricating whatever? What do you do? Was that a different building?
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
I'll get to you in just a second. Oh, it was the waste cleaning thing. Power cost is reduced by 5. Okay, well, I could see getting into improving our waste center at some point. Recycling alloy costs 10 fewer waste. Polymer provides 5 extra. Recycling electronics is faster. Interesting. Okay. All right, we've got the PA assisted management. So then family at work. And then we would like to jump into high-risk experimentation and computing optimization. And then probably getting that upgrade to the waste because we've been recycling waste into alloy this whole time. And we are starting to eat through our backlog of waste, finally. You are full. Well, well, well. Who got broke? You got broke. Okay. Well, we still have plenty of workers. It's fine. So we're still hauling stuff to Cruise P42. The one thing I'm worried about is triggering this thing while this guy is still hauling stuff back and forth, you know? It's still got a long way to go is the other thing. It hasn't even hauled the first set of materials out there. It's going to have to make 9 trips. Because it'll take 3 for alloy, 3 for food, and you know what? Should we just move the Tiqqun? That's actually a good idea. Or is it? Because we have all these other materials that we're trying to gather as well. You know what? Let this guy just continue to truck back and forth. I think that's fine. Although we could... You know what? Let's do it. Move the Tiqqun, and then once we're done loading up Cruise P42... I just realized our batteries are probably not going to last long enough. Alright, we need to shut some stuff off. Just for a moment. Alright, 3.2. Shut off the probe. Still at 2.9. Why don't we shut off the fusion station then? 3.1, okay, and then we need to push you up to 2.6. How will we do that? Yeah, we'll just have to shut you guys off for a second. 3, fantastic. We've done it, barely. Right, Tiqqun, move into Cruise P42. We'll offload all of the materials immediately. You need to stop moving, my man. It's a little unfortunate that it hasn't recognized that the Tiqqun is moving, so it's just going to keep going to the zone wreckage. Oh, there they go. Now they've figured it out. So we're gonna wait on this one. We're gonna wait on finishing this one, and we're gonna wait on finishing this one until we've offloaded all of the materials at the very least. Industrial zone wreckage. That's good. We just don't want to finish the event just yet. So you're not allowed to leave. you're stuck there, sir. Things are fine. Science is still going. We have so much carbon. Oh, we have too many polymers. Oh my goodness. I never would have thought I'd seen the day. Too many polymers. Who knew? All right, build this guy and then set it for polymers.
Science ship team has completed a task.
Oh, sick. We found some countermeasures. Neato.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Pirate. Engine supervision area was mainly occupied by those of rank. Some had time to enter cryopods before the apparent depressurization of the area. Analysis of remaining computer infrastructure indicates that their directives were merciless towards engine room workers. They treated them as expendable outcasts. There are, like Australia, there are traces throughout the entire supervisory district of hacking attempts. All ship computers dedicated to the engines and reactors were compromised, preventing the Etamananki from maneuvering and causing power failures throughout the superstructure. The Gears team has managed to extract remnants of computer protocols that were used to do this. These fragments of code point to an author, the BMS, the Black Market Society. Relevant data has been sent to the Tiqqun's tech lab for detailed analysis. Sick. All right, don't leave just yet, but start collecting the science. Cryonic Center has been on for 24 out of 30 cycles, so that's pretty good. We have to awaken 2,000 cryopods and then store 500 ice. We've stored 284. And we have to unlock 4 sectors. Well. Who wanted to do that in the first place last episode? Me. All right, get that PA unlocked. And then we will get... And then we'll get that upgrade to the science generation. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. I'd like to get to Cruise P before the end of the episode. And then drop all of this stuff off. It always makes me laugh when you're moving and your little ships are trying to catch up to you. There's like, please slow down. For the love of God. All right. It has reached Cruise P42. Sort of. It's like that loading bar on your computer when it's still full and it still continues to go. And we made it. Fantastic. All right. Now this ship should start just chunking stuff out of here, which will be great. We got all the food, we got all the alloy, we just need more people. I just forgot that we needed to train the last group. Turn that back to garbage, and then you should be set to 0. There we go. And then you could probably get turned back on, assuming we have enough workers. We do indeed. Really? You idiots. Alright, so the whole plan... You guys have enough workers? I think you do. Alright. No. No. Yes. Good. We've done it. Yeah, we're gonna have to thaw a crap ton. We might even need to get another cryo. In fact, I think we will. We'll have to get another cryo district going to start unlocking people even faster. Yes, computing optimization. This is the whole thing we've been after the entire time. All right, and then we will queue up the waste treatment after that. Why can't I do that? Panel purification. Okay, well... Alrighty then. Which was... Okay, so we do this one first, and then that one, and then this one. I understand. What do you want? We now have data to analyze the Piranesi hacking protocols. The associated research project can be launched in the tech lab. This should allow us to set up computer protection systems to reduce the impact of any digital attacks. Gotcha. Acknowledged. Thank you. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna offload all the materials here This should go very quickly now, so we will let that roll, and then we'll check in on them next episode, and then we'll see. I'm guessing next episode we'll have to traverse the storm, so prepare yourself for that. Hold on to your butts and all that. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of IXION or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!